The 2022 Louisville Bats season is one that will perhaps be remembered most simply for the number of guys to wear the uniform. As part of a 28-man roster that can go up to 33 with a taxi squad, the Bats saw a franchise record 94 different players don the uniform in 2022. That number includes 24 Reds rehabbers. A big league roster consists of 26 players, so Louisville saw almost an entire major league roster in rehabbers. Among them, Jonathan India, Tyler Stevenson, Luis Castillo all made their AAA debuts, while there were familiar faces too, like Hunter Green, Nick Lodolo, and of course, Joey Votto. Players were constantly on the move as the team had a franchise record 293 roster moves as well. Among the 94 players were some notable Bats debuts. Right-handed starter Graham Ashcraft began the year as a highly touted Reds prospect. He didn't disappoint early in the season in his first time at AAA and earned the chance to make his major league debut as well. Spencer Steer came over from the Twins in the Reds' Tyler Mahle trade and immediately made an impact at the plate, as well as playing all over the field. He too made it to the big leagues for the first time in 2022. Closer Fernando Cruz posted a league-leading 23 saves en route to earning the Mary E. Barney Bats Team MVP award. The veteran righty was rewarded with his first-ever trip to the majors as well. There were some thrilling moments in 2022 as the year featured 6 walk-off wins for the Bats as well as 2 walk-off home runs. Yuniel Caracudo had the first walk-off blast as a pinch hitter on July 9th in the 10th inning against St. Paul.
Here's the 1-2. Caracudo swings, fly ball down the right field line. It's fair, and it is gone! Home run, Yuniel Caracudo! He walks them off. He's homered on 3 straight nights. A pinch hit, 2-run walk-off homer. And the Bats come off the mat in the 10th. They win it by the final score of 10-9.
Isaiah Gilliam provided the other walk-off homer August 17th versus Omaha.
First one to Gilliam. He swings and smacks one deep to left. Blanco turns around. It's gone. Walk him off, Isaiah Gilliam. First pitch, 3-1 walk-off homer. And the Bats come off the mat for a second time tonight. They win it 4-3.
Speaking of big-time home runs, the Bats had 4 grand slams in 2022, their most in a season since matching a franchise record with 7 in 2012.
Injured for a lot of last season was Brown. 2-2. There's a swing and a high fly ball deep to right center field, and that ball is gone onto the roof of the Miller Time Tap House. Grand slam, Ronnie Dawson.
Some other highlights from the 150-game 2022 season. Outfielder Isaiah Gilliam blasted a 478-foot home run, the 6th longest in Louisville Slugger Field history, and his first at AAA.
Here's the 0-1. There's a swing and a high fly ball drilled back into deep right. Lipka turns around. It sails out of here over the cabana. First AAA home run for Isaiah Gilliam. A 3-run shot, and the Bats have opened up a 5-1 lead here in the 4th.
Catcher Chris Oakey became the 7th player in franchise history to hit for the cycle June 4th at Gwinnett. He came to bat in the 9th inning, needing a double to finish it off.
Oakey find a gap here. Here's the payoff. There's a swing and a line drive toward right. That ball is over the head of the right fielder, Gosselin. Oakey on his way to second. 2 runs are going to score. Oakey into second standing, and Chris Oakey has hit for the cycle. A 5 RBI night for Oakey, and he's hit for the cycle.
On the rubber, Reds rehabber Mike Minor tossed an immaculate inning on May 27th against Omaha. 3 strikeouts on 9 pitches. There were 3 two-homer games from a pair of players. Outfielder Ronnie Dawson did it twice, once in July and once in August. Infielder Christian Santana accomplished the feat on September 8th. Righty starter TJ Zoik collected 12 strikeouts in a game in early August. On September 19th against Nashville, Isaiah Gilliam again made history, tying a franchise record with 2 triples in the same game. He became the 18th player in franchise history to do it, and the first since outfielder Phillip Ervin in 2018. Right-hander Robert Duggar tossed a gem in his start July 27th against Columbus, allowing just 3 hits over 6 2/3 scoreless innings with no walks and 4 strikeouts. For the performance, Duggar was named the International League Pitcher of the Week. the only Louisville player to win a weekly award in the league this season. With a large roster and fresh arms constantly shuffling in, the Bats needed just one position player on the mound as Michael DeLeon towed the rubber for the first time in his career September 21st versus Nashville in a 17-1 Louisville loss. The infielder got the only batter he faced to ground out softly to end the top of the ninth inning. Defensive highlights were certainly abundant as well, and right at the top of the list was a triple play turn August 25th at Toledo. The triple play was the fourth in franchise history and first turn by a Louisville team since 2005 in Pawtucket.
Runners going to third and a line drive to first, caught down there by Moran. He'll take it to the bag for a double play. They throw the second and get a triple play. How about that?
Good things came in threes at times this season for Louisville as Alejo Lopez, Taylor Motter, and Stuart Fairchild combined for back-to-back-to-back home runs June 26th against Iowa. Lopez's homer was the first grand slam of the season for the Bats. It was the first time Louisville players hit 3 straight homers since Brandon Larson, Danny Leone, and Ben Broussard did it May 13, 2002 against Syracuse.
It's way out of here over the berm. Back-to-back home runs. Taylor Motter goes deep. The pitch. Fairchild swings. High fly ball to left. Frazier back. Warning track at the wall. It's gone. Back-to-back-to-back home runs for the Bats.
Speaking of power, the Bats put together a streak of 77 straight games with an extra base hit from June 18th to September 17th. At its end, the streak was the longest active in minor league baseball and the fourth longest on the season. That followed a run of 47 in a row with an extra base hit to start the year. On the mound, Bats pitchers struck out 1,309 opposing hitters, setting a new franchise record. The old record of 1,219 was set last season. The Bats K'd 17 July 6th against St. Paul, a season high. Over 424,000 fans passed through the gates at Louisville Slugger Field in 2022, blowing by the pandemic-affected 2021 total. With a 60-90 record in the 40th season in franchise history, the Bats will look for more success in terms of wins and losses during season 41 in 2023.